guys, so today I'm going to show you how to diagnose and repair a coolant leak. I already know where the coolant leak is in here, but I'm going to show you how I found it. I've been noticing that the tank has been getting low, so topping it off and everything, it gets low about every day. What you do whenever you go looking for a leak is you're just going to basically look for the drip and follow the drip up. But in this case, there was no drip to find, so we were just going through and checking out the hoses. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so we were just going through checking the hoses. It's like this one here. It looks pretty, it probably needs to be replaced pretty soon, but it looks good. No leaks. You want to check around the coupling, see if there's any liquid around the couplings. And where we found our leak is right back here. Can you see it? Move this hose out of the way. Bam! Look at that. Right there. That joint in the heater hose, yeah, it's got a nice little hole in it. So to replace that heater hose, we gotta disconnect it right here. I believe this is the thermostat housing. Yep. Here at the thermostat housing, and right here at the reservoir, and right there at the heater. I believe that's the heater inlet. Alrighty. So let me get that together and I'll be right back. So best thing to use for removing these clamps, we have got a OEM replacement. They make these in a metal. It's an aftermarket, but it's like 20 bucks more than what an OEM would be cost. I chose to go with the cheaper way. So what you're going to want to use is just regular pair of pliers. I have these jumbo pliers and some channel locks just for the angle to help you get at the clips. So let's get to work. There's our bad hose right there. Let's see. So I found a crack on this thing for you. The plastic is like super brittle, so it can punch a hole in it pretty easily. I'm not finding the hole right now, but see it's leaking around the seam too. No good. Alright, let's clean it up with the new one then. Right there. This hose has a special quick connector on it. I just pull up the little spring here and press it on, push it down, all done. All good. This guy Just your standard slip-on. Okay, so this guy here is just your standard slip-on. Push it on there. And this piece just give it a tug. Bam, done. I think I'm going to save these for future hoses. I like those things. This is the upper hose, the lower hose. Can't even see it. No. You should be able to see it. There we go, right there. Slide that bad boy on. Pull the clip. Bam, done. I'm gonna put this upper hose back on. Okay. There we go. All set. Now all we do is just top off with water, fire it up, check for leaks, and we're all done. Easy peasy, nice and easy, right? Alright guys, so I'm going to get the water hose out. We're going to top it off. And I'll fire it up and we'll check for leaks together. So you're going to want to have it running while you're topping it off with water, filling it up, so that way it completely fills and you can purge it from air. It sucks when you get an air bubble in the system, because then you get a little pocket of air, and it just, like the car says, it's overheating when it's really not. All you're going to do is to purge it. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's bubbling right now. Just letting all the air out. You just reach down, squeeze one of the hoses here. Purge all the air out of it. So watch the tank. You'll see the air bubbles coming up. See the bubbles? Means you're getting all the air out of there. You're going to want to turn the heater on high to purge the heater core of air too. Since the car was driven earlier, it's pretty much an operating temperature, so I'm not going to have to wait very long for it to warm up. Yeah, the hose is already getting hot. take it for a quick drive, and we'll come back, check the water, and double check for leaks, and we'll be all done. So we got the heater hose all done and everything. Car's running fine. We got no more leaks, no more issues. Car should be good for a while now. I'll probably do a flush on it here in a couple of days and put some actual coolant in it. If you could tell, I didn't catch all the fluid, but it was just water anyway, so it's not gonna hurt anybody or anything. Environmentally friendly water, H2O, you know. Yeah, so I'm trying to come back, guys. This is gonna be my first video in like the last 2 years. I'll have more videos coming soon. Just stay tuned, keep watching. Thanks, bye.